All right, are you ready for this? We're about to learn your very first words in Swahili. Okay, here's our first word. Don't even worry about what it means yet. Just listen to the sound and say it with me. Samaki. Let's try it again. Samaki. Just get a feel for the rhythm. So what was that word? Samaki is your first Swahili word, and it means a fish. But here's the most important part. We're not just learning words. We're learning to build with them. Think of them like Legos. We're going to gather a few core blocks, and then we're going to start snapping them together. You know, every story starts with people. So our first set of building blocks is the family, or as you'd say in Swahili, familia. Let's go meet them. First up is a word that's going to feel instantly familiar. Mama. Yep, just like in English and so many other languages all over the world, this is simply mother. It's a great reminder of how connected we all are. Easy first step, right? And where there's a mama, there's usually a baba. Go ahead and say it out loud. Baba. This means father. So right away we have mama and baba. Next in our familia is dada. Let's hear you say it. Dada. And that means sister. Let's do a quick recap. We've got mama, baba, and dada. 3 key family members, just like that. Okay, let's try one that's a little bit different but really fun to say. Shangazi. That sound is nice and soft. Shangazi. That is your auntie. So, how do we connect these people? It's super easy. We just use one simple word, na. As you can see, na means and. So when you say mama na baba, you've just made your very first phrase, mother and father. This is a huge step. We've gone from just listing words to actually connecting ideas. All right, we have our people. So what now? We need to give them something to do. It's time for our next set of building blocks, the action words. Our first action word is cheka. Say it with me, cheka. It just sounds happy, doesn't it? And it means exactly that, to laugh. A great happy word for our toolbox. Let's keep the energy up with our next action block, ruka. Try rolling that R if you can. Ruka. This means to jump. Now let's add a few objects to our world. This is our final set of building blocks for today. This is a kitty. It's a super useful word that means a seat or a chair. Kitty. And what usually goes with a kitty? A mesa. That's the Swahili word for a table. Another simple 2-syllable word to add to our collection, mesa. And let's add something to put on our mesa. This is a tunda, which means a fruit. Tunda. Okay, we have all of our pieces now. You know what that means. This is the moment we've been working towards. We've gathered all our building blocks, the people, the actions, and the objects. Now let's see how they click together to make a complete thought. It is time to build a real Swahili sentence. And check out just how simple this is. Look at step 1. We start with our person, baba. Now for step 2, we take our action, tembea, which means to walk. Now here's the magic trick. To show the action is happening right now, you just add ana to the front. So tembea becomes anatembea, is walking. Swahili loves to snap these little pieces together. And finally, in step 3, we just combine them. Baba anatembea, father is walking. It's a simple, predictable pattern. Just take a second and let that sink in. You did it. You took individual building blocks and constructed a full, meaningful sentence in a new language. That is absolutely fantastic. Let's try one more, just to really see the pattern. How would you say sister is laughing? Well, you take dada, you take our action chika, add that ana piece to the front to show she is laughing, so you get anacheka. Put it together, dada anacheka. You see? Once you know the pattern, you can start creating all on your own. We started with just a single word, samaki. And now you have the tools to actually describe the world. You can say mama anatembea or dada anaruka. The building blocks are yours now. So the only question left is, what will you build next?